What's up, guys? So this is a match that I had at the Revelations tournament this past weekend that most of you know about, and I wasn't actually playing in the tournament for this day, but I was staff, so I was just hanging out and like making sure everything went smoothly and stuff. But yeah, I was battling people on the side. Anybody that really came up to me, asked me to battle, I would battle him. And Otis, this guy came up to me and he was like, "Hey, let's battle," and I did. So this is the outcome of that. It was a UU match because this was on the UU tournament day, so I just made a quick team and I tested it out. Alright, so the team that I'm using I made prior to this. It was like 5 minutes before, so this was actually the first battle I had with it, and it worked out pretty good. So he saw that I was going to lead off with my Ambipom, so he leads with his Dusknoir, which isn't too bad because I can just U-turn, get a little bit of damage, and then switch into something else. So I'm going to go into Swampert because I know that I got defenses for days. If he wants to Will-O-Wisp anything, this is pretty much the only thing I want to be burned. I mean, I don't really want anything to be burned, but if anything's got to be burned, I'll leave it up to Smiley Face to just absorb that shit like a sponge. So I set up some Stealth Cocks because you gotta have those things up. And by now I realize that this is a Life-Orbed Dusknoir. Like, what the hell is going on here? Who uses a Life-Orbed Dusknoir? But it's got the elemental punches, and it's pretty weird. So I'm just gonna stay in, waterfall it, absorb pretty much all of its moves, and eventually this thing goes down. So his lead is now dead, and Swampert's out about half, so I'm looking pretty good here. Now he switches into Jinx, and I'm like, well, this thing could do a variety of things. It could substitute and then start setting up some nasty plots. I don't know what Jinx do these days. Lovely Kiss. I avoided that shit, which was really damn lucky, and my Chandelier lives to see another day not asleep. So I'm just going to go for the obvious Fire Blast. I am Choice Scarf, so now I'm stuck into Fire Blast on this incoming stupid Milotic thing, so I gotta switch out of here. I'm gonna bring in the Mutant Turtle, which is my Blastoise, and he tries to Mirror Coat me, which he doesn't know that I'm Scarfed yet, which tells me that I can play off that Chandelier later if I needed to outspeed something and fuck some shit up. So yeah, I'm just gonna use some Toxic on pretty much whatever he wants to switch into, and he brings out a Togekiss. I kind of wanted him to think that I was gonna Toxic, but turns out he knew that shit because he had a Lumberry, so that kind of sucks. Now I bring up my Chandelier. I know I'm going to outspeed, and I'm able to get a Fire Blast off, which doesn't kill it. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason, I thought I had some hidden power that would do good. I maybe thought he would switch or something, but now you know what the Togekisses do. These damn flying turkeys just fucking air slashed you, and then you flinch, and then it's just awful. So that happened, unfortunately. And I'm going to bring out Ambipom because you got to free switch anything, you got to bring out your freaking monkey because Fake Out just does shit. And I try to Fake Out, but it lands on this incoming big-ass rock of a Rhyperior. And for some reason, I think somebody sitting next to me told me to go for the low kick. I did go for the low kick, and it doesn't end up killing, and I just died to a Hammer Arm. So I'm not looking as solid as I thought I was here. I'm going to bring out the Mutant Turtle again. Blastoise is going to use Scald. I just went for the safe Scald because if I misplayed, overpredicted, and then he stayed in and then just killed me, that would have been pretty bad because, yeah. But the Scald lands on this stupid serpent of a Milotic again, and I don't get the burn, which is like, oh, come on. And he Scalds me, and he doesn't get the burn, and I'm like, you know what? I don't like this thing out here. I'm going to roar that bitch out and bring back out the Rhyperior. So I'm like, this is a matchup that I can bear with. So this Rhyperior is going to stay on in this Scald, and that's a toasted Rhyperior. You just got burnt by my boiling water Scald shit, man. So now he has to bring out his Jinx. He knows he can outspeed me, get the Lovely Kiss off, and there's really nothing I can do about it. Jinx are I don't know about these things, man. They're alright if you can land the Lovely Kiss, but as you saw earlier, it missed, and yeah, it's just awful. But now I'm going to bring out my fresh new Snorlax that hasn't even been out yet to take these special attacks like a freaking boss, because, you know, did you guys know that Snorlax has been OU in every generation except for this generation? So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to abuse the shit out of that and bring him to a UU match because he's UU for some reason. But this Togekiss is going to be an asshole, lives it with like 1 HP, and then he goes for the freaking Morning Sun to get all of his 8 damage back. But yeah, now I almost kill it with the Body Slam and then end up getting the Parent Hacks. I'm going to take advantage of that, start setting up some more curses, get my defense and attack pretty freaking beastly. I've already got really good special defense, so there's pretty much nothing that's going to be able to get through this Snorlax, especially in this tier. There's not really much that can fuck. I mean, if he's got something with a fighting move, it honestly won't even kill me in 2 hits because this thing is just got so much HP plus 2 curses. And I'm Parahacks now, which is stupid because this Togekiss is abusing the hell out of itself, even with 1 HP over there. I eventually land a Body Slam, and that Togekiss is no more. So I think he's only got a few left. He brings out a fresh new Arcanine, which isn't going to be able to do too much because I know I have so many... I have pretty solid defense right now. I can take a close combat even if this thing is probably Life Orb. So I live that close combat really well. It's not even Life Orb, which tells me I'm pretty much in the clear here. And I just get a free Earthquake off on this thing, and that is an easily dead Arcanine. Even with the Intimidate, I think I was still at +1, so that was pretty good. Continuing to get some leftovers, this guy's pretty much about to give up because he's like, this roadblock is pretty much just blocking the road to victory for me right now, man. That Psychic doesn't do too much. It was pretty unfortunate that he doesn't run Focus Blast on his Jinx, but I don't even know if that's standard anymore. Is Focus Blast on Jinx standard these days? I don't really know. But he brings the Milotic out now. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I can save this Snorlax. I'm just going to switch into Dick Pinch because he hasn't gotten any screen time yet in this battle. And I'm just going to X-Scissor it a couple of times. For some reason, I thought that this thing would be easier to kill with Dick Pinch. But he gets a Scald off. It's not going to be a 2-hit KO on me, but my X-Scissor is also not going to be a 2-hit KO on him. And that's kind of sad because Pinsir's like, he just got burned. Look at that. Scald burns me. I have 30 HP, so I'm like, I could probably live the burn. Guess what? I fucking die. So, Dick Pinch, you kind of failed me on this match, bro. But I can just bring out my Swampert now. This thing wants to be really annoying and just recover again. So I'm like, come on, bro. What are you doing, man? I'm just going to Earthquake it. Get that stab Earthquake. Hopefully it would kill. No. Guess what? Lived it with 1 HP. And I'm like, come on. I'm sitting across from this guy at the table. And I'm like, come on, man. Are you really... And he recovers again, which is just like, shit on my tits. You're crazy, man. Proceeding to ground pound. And that one kills it. So that was the end of the match. I hope you enjoy that, and there will probably be a couple more of these uploaded if you like them. So yeah, Haydunn playing Black and White. What the f